What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Small Biz. In today's video, we're going to talk about 3 or 4 secrets to getting rich trading penny stocks with IBIO. Last trade $4 a share, because if you look under the hood, there's almost always one setup that they have in common. All that and more coming right up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, happy hump day. It's a holiday shortened week. Good Friday is just 2 days away, with the Dow up over 300 points. Last trade on IBIO, $3.99. If you bought some in and around $1 at an all-time low in the last week, it's time to get out of Dodge. And if you're not selling some of it, I would probably be getting out of all of it right here, right fucking now. Of course, I said that when it was close to $3 in the pre-market, but look. When you take a look at the stocks that we own, or 2 weeks ago when Verb was knocking on heaven's door at 15 before it ran to 92 on the Meta News, back to 24, up to 40 today to give the bag holders one more chance to get out on the TikTok integration, back down into the 20s where they belong. You get a pump. It may last a day, it may last a week, or in some cases, if there's no dilution, as much as a month. But somehow, some way, they always seem to come right back motherfucking down. But the secret, the key, is to get in there like yesterday at 115 when nobody wants them. 397 right now on IBIO. The FOMO is just right yesterday. Nobody wanted it. It's already traded almost 500 times normal daily volume. I think I saw normal daily volume was around 88,000 shares. It's traded over 100 million. Now, the reason for that is they did an offering way above the market. I saw it at 190 and I said, what in the world are they doing an offering at 285? Well, we found out a couple hours after that they've got an alliance with the company, and it's more lipstick on the same pig. This fucking stock that I've traded multiple times over the years was reverse split adjusted $2,200 in 2021, $2,200 all the way down to $1. And then today from $1 to $4, where I'd be selling it all right fucking now. And if you want to hang on to a tiny amount to see if it goes any further, fine. But to the stupid motherfucking dumb retail that's in there buying the stock at $4, that was left for dead at $1, or that was in there buying Verb close to $1 when it was left for dead at 15 cents. And I could go on and on and on, right? Red Hill at 34, went to 350, sell the motherfucker right there. TTOO went from 7 cents to 70 cents. Reverse split adjusted, it's all the way down to 3 cents. They always have a massive pump followed by an almost equal dump. But secret number one is you got to be in there, as we are now with a food stock and a biotech stock that actually beat on the top line, but they didn't like the guidance for whatever reason. And they smashed the stock down 25%. We were in there soaking it up. Now almost half of that loss on paper is gone. The same people that were in buying IBIO at $1.15 and change yesterday must have been thinking, is this ever going to work? I'm down 30, 40, 50%. And then boom, somebody turns the lights on. The stock quadruples. Last trade $391. Again, I'd be selling it all right here, right fucking now. That's me. If you want to carry some of it, that's fine. But stocks have gravity. You have to be in there buying when nobody wants them. The second secret is, can you take a punch? Can you fucking take a punch? I mean, seriously. Are you one of those pronoun wearing milquetoast motherfuckers that supports the current administration, or the clowns that are in our fucking military? God bless each and every one that has served our country, walking around in a fucking skirt with a barrette in your hair when you're actually a fucking guy that's got a schlong that's probably a half an inch long? Are you one of those fucking clowns? Or are you somebody that can take a punch? Because if you can't, you don't belong in this game. You got to be in there buying when they're down 90, 95, 97, 99%. When there's a decent setup off an all-time low. Where the stock, in most cases, hopefully, is washed out. When no one wants them. Because when everyone has to get in after the fucking stock is already up 400%, or as was the case when Verb was scratching $1, or fucking TTOO, or Red Hill, or FEMI, or NVOS, or RNAZ, and I can keep going on and on and on, of stocks that we've traded that tripled, quadrupled, and then some, only to come all the motherfucking way back down. So you got to be in there buying when nobody wants them. You got to be able to take a punch. You also have to have the foresight to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Almost took yesterday's coffee. They should be playing Rest His Soul, Kenny Rogers, the Gambler, in every fucking trading house. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. You don't fucking go all in or start buying the piss out of a stock that's already up 400% from where it was yesterday. You're selling it all near $4. All of it. You should have been selling all of Verb near $1 when I told you to. Multiple times. All of it. And the other stocks that I've mentioned. And I could take another half an hour giving you another 50 names. Look at our core holdings if you're inside of the Discord. Yeah, we were down big in one or two stocks this morning on paper. But do you buy the dip or the rip? Are you one of the clowns in there right now buying the rip? And then what? You're going to sell the dip? Yeah, like most people. Oh, I got sucked in at 4 on IBIO, and now it's $2.50 fast forward a few weeks. I just lost half my money. That's not how you play the game. You got to get in the pool when no one wants it. Look around. I'll take that corner right over there. I see some ass over this side. I'll get in the corner so I can see some butt floss while I wait for the action to start. And by the time everybody else is getting in the pool and the party's winding down, I get out of the pool, sayonara, because I'm not sticking around to clean up the motherfucking mess. Zig when others zag. Be fearful when others are greedy. We buy red, we sell green. When we had all that red in the fucking pre-market and most of the morning and early afternoon, you should have been in there buying. Oh, I don't want to fucking buy all the time. Secret number 3 or 4, you keep adding small. I don't know where these stocks are going to go. I'm certain the guy that bought IBIO at 3 when I said no, and it went all the way down to $1 or $2, didn't think it was going to drop another 65%, but it did. Nobody knows, not even the guy with a 94% win rate, where these stocks are going to bottom out. That's why you buy, secret number 5, a half a position to start. And then you add small in 1% or thereabouts increments. 4, 5, 6, 7 times. When you get a 10% position per idea or thereabouts, you stop. You wait. In our case, 30 to 60 days. And it's closer to 60 lately because of all the oxygen sucked out of the room by the shitcoin rally that peaked about 10 days ago. So you have to get in when no one wants to get in. You know, the pool. You have to be willing to take a fucking punch. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to fucking run. And when you're getting in, you open a half a position. And preferably you add small, you buy more, you average down into weakness. And the hardest thing for most of you delicate egos out there in closing is to sit with a paper loss, right? It just drives you and a couple of clowns that have been excused in the last week or two absolutely crazy. Some people get super talkative when stuff's moving or when shit's falling apart. They just can't stand the sight of any red on their motherfucking screen. But think back of all the winners that you've seen today, last week, last fucking year. They were all doing absolutely nothing until they started doing something. That's how you get fucking rich. You do not get rich by an IBO at $3.88, probably after it just fucking peaked near $4 where I said sell it all. And when you combine the fact that 80% or thereabouts of your money is married to the market in mutual funds, index funds and ETFs like SPY, QQQ, and IWM, whatever volatility that you experience with the other 10, 20, maybe 30% you're trading with, if you're super aggressive like me, it evens out. If your IRA, if your 401k, if your or SEP or your trading account is not at or near all-time highs, you're doing something wrong. 80% of your money should be at all-time highs today, within 1% or 2%. And if you've been following me more than for fucking 5 minutes or even 5 days, or dare I say 5 weeks, you've got over 200 winners in the last 24 months, quadruple digit gains. So while it has been quiet for the last 5 or 6 weeks, that's where we open positions. Can you imagine coming in right now? Can you imagine coming in, not in the pool? Can you imagine coming in right now? Sorry, Ma. Right now and buying these stocks, the food stock at $8.99? Huh? The biotech that you could have had at 10:30 this morning where I caught the low and brought my average down to 11.49, pretty much where it is right now. We only really have one stock that we're getting clocked on. And I said, stop fucking buying it at 9 cents. It's trading right now at 6 with earning coming out on Monday. And if they don't start buying the fucking stock in terms of the CEO and the upper level management by Thursday when the quiet period ends, you guessed it, I'm going to be all over them like stink on shit. So until next time, always remember that I love you and thanks for watching. You do like to swim, don't you?